Hello, beautiful humans. It's Audrey Firestone, speaker, author, coach. And my question for you is, are you willing to let go? And what's going to happen if you let go? Will the entire structure of your life crumble if you let go? How many of you have ever felt that way? I certainly have. I certainly have. And here's my feeling about that. In my life, there's a very dear person who I am no longer with, but is still dear to my heart and to my soul. We went through a lot together and we spent a lot of years together. This person is very accustomed to me putting myself in front of the bus, in front of the truck, so it doesn't hit him. And I've done that for many, many, many years. So the other day, he called me up and asked me, could I do something that would take probably most of my day? And for the first time, I said, no, I can't do that. Right now, I'm on a real self-care path, and my time is very, very limited. Then I got another call 2 days later talking about, no one else knows how to do this. Can you help me? Can you solve this problem? And again, my answer was no. It made my heart feel so sad. And I was depressed and I didn't know quite how to handle it. Till I spoke with a wonderful human who has always goes to the spiritual perspective. And she asked me, Audrea, do you trust the divine that this experience, this test, this final exam, as you're calling it, asking you to leave the path of yourself and to once again put on a superwoman costume and go and save the day? Do you think it's a test? And do you think it's a valuable test? And you know something? The answer is yes, it is. It's a very valuable test. And for the first time in my life, I choose me. I choose to put my attention, my resources, my intention, and my love right here. Difficult for me to do because sometimes we are so afraid of our spiritual sovereignty. Let that phrase sink into you, spiritual sovereignty, and how magnificent we beings truly are, that it is easier to hide in serving someone else than fulfilling the contract that your soul made before you came here. I have had enough experiences for probably 3 people in this lifetime alone. It is my responsibility and my sense of duty that I have inside of me to share the knowledge that I have gained. So, yes, I had a period of 2 decades where I've been teaching, and my students taught me to become a really good teacher. And I thank you all for that. And I was in my cave gathering more information and more experience. And now it's time for me to step out of that cave and to share my voice and my experience and my heart and the big love and the unconditional love that I now understand. That is the agreement that my soul has made. And I promise you, and I promise myself, that I will go forward with whatever that takes. And maybe at last, I finally became 2 years old. And my favorite word sometimes now is no, I won't. Practice. Practice saying no. Ask yourself, what is my purpose here? What has my soul agreed to? What am I doing here? And then have the guts to go and do it. I challenge you, and believe you me, I'm challenging you, but I have been challenging myself this whole time. So, darlings, that's what I've got to say today, is let go of what is not yours to carry. Ask your angels to lift from your shoulders every burden that is not yours to carry. Have the willingness to become visible and take your spiritual sovereignty in your hands and in your heart and share it with this world that is so desperate for that kind of love and guidance. Signing off with an enormous amount of love. It's Audrey Firestone, speaker, author, coach. See you later, alligator.